Hi guys, welcome back. So as you saw by the title, I am going to show you guys my current top favorite complexion products. You guys already know that I am very much into skincare, way more than makeup. But when I do get into my makeup, I'm all about my face products, complexion products. That is my number one concern when it comes to makeup. I don't care about cut creases. I don't care about winged liner. I want my complexion to be on point first and foremost. So we're going to talk about my current favorite products that I've all had for quite some time now. I'm very familiar with them all. I've used them tons of times, so I can really speak to you from an experienced place and let you know how I use the products, why I love them so much, and whether or not they'll be products that you'll want to include in your own makeup collection. So let's get right into it. Okay, so of course we're going to start off with foundations. So I have 4 right here. And first I'm going to start off with an oldie but a goodie for me is and always will be my MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. I am in the shade NC44. That's my winter shade. And I've always loved this foundation from the very first moment I tried it. I do know that many of you out there do not like MAC foundations because they do break you out. I have sensitive skin, I am combo oily, acne prone, all of that, and I have never had a problem with Studio Fix Fluid. It has become one of my most favorite foundations, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that MAC in general does yellow undertoned foundations very well, and I am a warm yellow undertone person, and I need a considerable amount of yellow in my foundations, and that's not always easy to find across brands. And MAC just really does it well. So I just love how much yellow is in this foundation. And that's really the other 3 foundations I'm going to talk about. That is one of the number one reasons why I also love them as well, because the brands themselves do yellow-based foundations really well. This is medium to full coverage. It comes in a ton of shades. Actually, just recently, towards the end of 2016, MAC came out with some extra shades. Now, their full Studio Fix Fluid line is up to 48 shades. That is unheard of. I don't know any other brand that has 48 foundation shades. So if you're the type of person that always has trouble finding your shade, check out MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Give it a shot and see if you like it. Next, another company who does yellow-based foundations really, really well is NARS. I did take quite some time to fall in love with this particular product. This is the Sheer Glow Foundation. When I first purchased it several years ago, my skincare routine wasn't as on point as it is now. And I just feel like because I was using so many products that were very drying, trying to suck all the oil out of my face, desperate to be matte 24/7, 365, I didn't like Sheer Glow because I thought it was too dewy, when in reality, my face was just really producing a lot more oil than necessary. And when I finally got my skincare in check and I went back to this and gave it another shot and also made sure I was using appropriate primers and setting powders, I really fell in love with this. So all of you oily combo girls out there who have not wanted to try this because of the name, it is called Sheer Glow, but it really does give more of a satin finish. It is not dewy or luminous at all, in my opinion. It really does just give a nice natural to satin finish. And NARS in general does yellow-based foundations really well. I am in the shade Tahoe, and this has become one of my most favorite foundations to wear. They have 20 shades, which isn't the greatest shade range, unfortunately, but I am happy that I was able to find a match that suited me. It looks beautiful on the skin, very natural, looks great in pictures and on camera. So NARS Sheer Glow is definitely one of my top favorite foundations of all time. Another one that I actually discovered last year in 2016 is Estée Lauder. Again, another brand that does warm undertoned foundations very well. Their Double Wear line has 38 shades. Again, fantastic, really great shade range. I am in 4W2 Toasty Toffee, and this is a medium to full cover foundation. No pump, unfortunately, as well as the other two that I just showed you, but NARS and MAC do also have pumps that you can purchase, and I have heard that apparently the MAC pump will also fit your Estee Lauder Double Wear bottle. So I definitely want to go out and get one and try that out, because I do prefer having a pump over pouring my foundations out. But this is just a really amazing foundation, especially for oily skins. It really helps keep you matte. It has a beautiful finish to it. It's not heavy if you don't use too much. If you're heavy-handed, then it can get cakey, but it just really does a beautiful job of keeping you looking matte, but giving you great coverage. So the last foundation, I'm sure you guys are already tired of me talking about this one, because this is the one that has really been lately, over the past few months, been my #1 go-to, and it is my Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. I have two shades, G60 and G70. I mix the two, and this is just a beautiful foundation. Cover FX does foundations like no other company. If you go to their website and read up on the company, you will find that that is actually part of their mission statement, to make sure that everyone finds their perfect foundation match. Foundation is their specialty. So when I found that out, I knew that I had to give at least one of their foundations a try, and I love the natural finish. That is the perfect name for this foundation. It is a natural finish. It is not dewy, it is not matte, it is 100% natural, very skin-like. They have 40 shades in this range, a variety of undertones, cool, warm, neutral. You will be able to find a great match for yourself in this foundation. They also make sure that they include vitamins, minerals. All of Cover FX's products are talc-free, mineral oil-free, paraben-free. They really just do a great job of creating beautiful complexion products that not only look great on the skin, but also protect your skin and feed your skin with great ingredients. So highly, highly recommend giving any Cover FX complexion product a try. Okay, next we have to go to concealer. I have two here, and first I'll talk about my beautiful Urban Decay Naked Skin. I have two shades that I use in warm dark, medium dark warm, and dark golden. Beautiful, beautiful concealer. It gives a wide variety of coverage, which I like. You can use this if you're going for a everyday no makeup look. Very, very light to medium coverage, and you can build it up all the way to full. There are 11 shades in the range, and it just really does a beautiful job of, like it says, it is absolutely weightless and gives you complete coverage. Very, very lightweight, which, you know, you're not always going to find in a lot of concealers that are lightweight. You're not going to sometimes get the coverage that you want, but with Urban Decay, you get that. Very lightweight, very invisible on the skin, but you still get the coverage that you want. So Urban Decay, great, great concealer that I really, really enjoy using. Another one is one of my more recent purchases, and it is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I am in medium dark 2 caramel. Beautiful, beautiful concealer. If I had to choose between Urban Decay and NARS, I would probably go with NARS, just because, and I have a video where I do compare the two, NARS does have a wider shade selection, 16 shades versus Urban Decay's 11. And that's why you can see I have 2 shades of the Urban Decay versus only 1 of NARS. I'm very happy with this shade. And I just feel like NARS gives a little bit more coverage with maybe a little bit less product. So you're not going to run through this as quickly. Okay, last but not least, we're going to get into powders. I have 2 loose powders and 2 pressed. So we're going to start with pressed first, and they are both from the same company, My Beautiful Matte Cosmetics. I've got the Studio Fix Powder Foundation and their Mineralize Skin Finish. Now, I actually have a video. You can check it out on my channel. It's a really popular video. A lot of people are really liking it. I'm really happy about that. Comparing these two. Now, the most important thing you need to know is Studio Fix is a foundation. Always keep that in mind. When you look at something like this in a compact that looks like a powder, your mind automatically just thinks powder, but you need to think foundation when you look at this. This is foundation. This is a traditional setting powder. So you're going to get a lot of coverage with the Studio Fix Powder Foundation. If you are not careful, it will cake up on you very quickly, but it is a beautiful powder. It is great for setting your foundation, even though it is a foundation in and of itself. A lot of people do like to use it to set their liquids and creams, which is fine as long as you use a minimal amount. I'm in the shade C6, and I've always loved this powder since I first experienced it in high school. It has a sponge in the bottom, which makes it great for travel. It does come with a mirror, as well as the Mineralized Skin Finish. This is old packaging. The new packaging does include a mirror now. And the Mineralized Skin Finish is just a really great overall setting powder. No coverage, which I love when I'm already wearing all the coverage that I need from my foundations and concealers. I enjoy going in with this to set my foundation. 99% of the time, I'm only going to use my Studio Fix powder by itself as my foundation. I don't really like to use this to set my liquid foundation. I just feel like it's overkill. It's really too much. But the Mineralized Skin Finish line is just beautiful. Beautiful powder, very silky soft, sits beautifully on the skin. Just does exactly what you want a setting powder to do. Locks everything in, helps your makeup to last all day. It does not impart a matte finish, hence the name Mineralize. It is made up of these micro fine minerals that gives more of a satin finish to the skin, so you're not going to get any mattifying properties out of this. You will with your Studio Fix Powder Foundation. So just keep that in mind if you're looking for a matte finish with your powder. Definitely go with the Studio Fix. But they're both really amazing powders that I've used for an extremely long time, and I will always continue to go back to these. Okay, so for my 2 loose setting powders, of course, I'm sure you may have guessed which one of these was going to be the ever popular Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. And again, love at first sight. When I first started using this, I immediately fell in love, and I use it to set only my under eye area. As a woman of color, I feel like traditional translucent powders are just too light to set my whole face. So this is strictly an under eye setting powder for me, but it does the job. No white cast, no flashback in photos if you use a minimal amount. For me, I find if I were to bake or really pack it on, I would get flashback. I feel like as long as I use a minimal amount, I'm fine. And the second one is my beautiful Graftobian, and this is the HD setting powder, the Luxe Cashmere HD setting powder, and the shade name is Banana Cream Pie. It is a yellow toned powder, and it is just amazing. I have spoken about it many times since I first purchased it. I don't know if you guys can see that it is a beautiful yellow color. For myself, who is a darker skinned person and I have warm undertones, this is perfect for me. If you are very fair, it's going to be too dark, but if you're anywhere from medium to very deep, this is perfect. They do have other shades. They do have a white powder. They do have a much darker shade than this. They have 5 in total, so you can go to camerareadycosmetics.com. That's where I purchased mine, and see what other shades of this range of Luxe Cashmere HD powders is going to be best for you. But it just is one of the silkiest, finely milled, softest, smoothest setting powders I've ever used. It's amazing. It sets beautifully, it mattifies, it just looks flawless on the skin, and I'm so happy that I picked it up. And it is currently my #1 favorite all over face setting powder. So that's it, guys. That's my top 10 current favorite complexion products. If you've tried any of these products or you're thinking about trying any of them, let me know which ones that you think would be best suited for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you found it to be helpful and or entertaining. And definitely subscribe. So many more videos coming your way. We're in a new year. I'm pumped. I'm excited to get out more content for you guys. So please do subscribe. Tell a friend. We're building a really awesome community on my channel. I'm really, really excited. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.